Find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of this function at 0, 0. Solution. In order to find the equation of the tangent line, we need two things. We need a point and a slope. So we've already got the point, we just need the slope. The slope of the tangent line to the graph of this function at this point is the derivative, so y prime, evaluated at 0. So to start, we have to find the derivative. Now, before we find the derivative, let's rewrite this using the quotient rule for logs. So the 3 hangs out. This will be the natural log of whatever's upstairs, so e to the x plus e to the negative x minus 3 times the natural log of 2. So all we did here was use this rule. The natural log of a over b is equal to the natural log of a minus the natural log of b. Except we had a 3 out front, and I went ahead and distributed the 3 at the same time. Now we're ready to take the derivative. So the 3 hangs out. The derivative of the natural log is 1 over x. So this is 1 over e to the x plus e to the negative x times the derivative of the inside piece. That's the chain rule. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. The derivative of e to the negative x is e to the negative x times the derivative of the inside, chain rule again. So negative 1. And then this is the constant, so this derivative is 0. So we end up with y prime equals 3 times, and then this stays upstairs. So this is e to the x minus e to the negative x. And in the denominator, we have e to the x plus e to the negative x. So this is the slope of the tangent line at x. We want the slope of the tangent line at 0. So all we do is plug in 0, and we get 3 times, we have a fraction, e to the 0 minus, and then plugging in a 0 here, we get e to the 0, right? E to the minus 0 is minus 0 is 0. E to the 0 plus e to the 0. So we end up with 3 times 1 minus 1 over 1 plus 1, or 3 times 0 over 2, which is 0. So at this point, you can think about it and say, hey, this is the slope. The slope is 0, so it must be a horizontal line. It passes through the origin, so it must be y equals 0. That's the answer. If you don't like that, you can go back to the formula. So y minus y1. This is the point slope formula for a line. And just plug everything in. So in this case, this is x1, this is y1. So we end up with y minus 0 equals 0, that's our m, x minus 0. So again, y equals 0. So to recap, all you do is rewrite this first, makes it a little bit easier. Take the derivative, plug in 0, that's your slope, and then use this equation here to find the line. I hope that made sense.